I have got an exciting style to show you from the Belle Tress Luxe SE collection. I actually was not planning to film a review today. I pulled this one out of the box to film the outside look. I've been trying to batch those so I can get a bunch of outside looks filmed. Then I can film the reviews when I have a moment. And I fell in love with this wig so very much. I'm gonna wear this one today. And I thought, let me just get the review filmed before I wear her, so you can see what you might get out of the box. So be forewarned, this is gonna be one of those where I rave. This is Campbell, and we're gonna learn all about her. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of 𝖺EEARkiR𝗋𝗇𝗒𝖾 to bring you this review of Campbell. I am blown away by this wig. Oh my gosh, you guys, I swear Belle Tress is doing something phenomenal over there. They're coming out with the most incredible styles, and Campbell is going to be added to that list of incredible styles that have recently launched. And I'm so honored and blessed to be able to bring this to you, and 𝗏𝗎kiRi유tu𝖾 made that possible. They are an online retailer that carries all the major name brands. They have in-person wig shops in Canada and the US, more coming. I don't know all the places here. It's Dallas and Kansas City. I'm sure there are a lot more places on their list. They also have online retail stores in the US, Canada, and the UK. So you can definitely shop with them from wherever you currently are. And they do live sales every week with huge discounts and open box clearance. They always have coupon codes available. Just love them and definitely feel honored to be able to represent them. Please check them out the next time you're in the market for a wig. And let me just tell you, if there's one negative to Belle Tress, is they struggle to keep their wigs in stock. They are constantly launching new styles, and they're always back ordered. So if you think that you would like Campbell, this will come in a bunch of other colors, not just the color I have, and it's in stock, I would encourage you to buy it. Honestly, because I have heard of wigs being out of stock for months and months and months. I'm currently trying to get a Kelly in another color, and it's just constantly out of stock. So I'm going to show you this one all the way around. That's my 2 cents on 𝗏àkiRi유tu𝖾 and Belle Tress. Let's take a look at Campbell from all sides. No, Max. My Max over there is going to bark, and I'm trying to keep him quiet. Look at these gorgeous layers and the wave. I apologize in advance if Max starts barking. Normally I put him up in my bedroom. I actually have to get out of here. I have an appointment and I didn't plan to do this. And I decided as soon as I put Campbell on my head that I was wearing her to this appointment. And I really wanted to review her before I wore her, because my goal when I do reviews is to give you guys a look at what you might expect when you get a wig brand new. And if I do, well, I've already decided I'm keeping Campbell. I'll bring an update as well, because I know we have a lot of questions about how heat-friendly fibers like this wear over time. And I've got a couple of heat-friendly wigs that are a similar length in current rotation. Stay tuned for an update video on how these wavy pieces wear and how you can maintain them. Look at that lace front. So good. Belle Tress is just phenomenal with their lace fronts these days. They didn't start out that way, but they have improved 1,000-fold over the past 5 years. And even on a dark, dark color like this, they're just knocking it out of the park. They keep those knots super, super small, which really helps because you can't bleach knots on synthetic. We have the Luxe SE cap. So all of their Luxe SE collection wigs have this cap. So we've got silicone ear tabs. Those ear tabs are so incredibly small and thin, really easy to tuck, wear glasses with, and the lace goes all the way to them. So you've got no transition line. You can tuck them, you can style them. All of this is monofilament, so you can part this anywhere that you want to part it on the top. We've got an extended nape Velcro adjusters. We've got all of this is hand tied. And then we have just a little bit of closed wefting down here. Some people I've heard it referred to as stability wefting. I think the reason companies are doing this more and more is to help keep the shape and structure and integrity of the cap, and you know, kind of keep a style intact in the back. That's my best guess. And it does make sense to me. I've kind of wondered about that. And that's what I heard someone else say. So I'm gonna go with it. I just cinched those adjusters in a little bit because the Luxe SE collection caps fit me big. Not huge, but big. I have more of an average petite head size, and I would say they run fairly true to average. Honestly, maybe slightly on the smaller side of average. While I do cinch them in, I don't get a ton of cap up here. I get a little bit. And I am actually pretty small on the top of my head. So that is super common, but some of their other collections fit me a lot bigger. I would say that the Luxe SE, a lot of times I find it fits me smaller than their Icons collection, which is also a mostly hand-tied collection. If you're looking for a Belle Tress style to wear that runs a little bit bigger, you could look at their Luxe collection. So this is Luxe SE, and then there is just a Luxe, and also their City collection. So just a couple of tips there. I actually have a video coming out where I compare the Luxe SE, Icons, and City collection. So stay tuned for that. This wig, along with all Belle Tress wigs, are made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers. I mentioned that earlier. Actually, my favorites are really heat-friendly synthetic. I just find them to look so natural. They feel like human hair to me. They move naturally. They don't have an unnatural shine to them at all. They look very, very realistic. And so I really do like heat-friendly fibers. The biggest challenge is the ends. The friction that you get on longer pieces is really hard on these fibers, and it can frizz and fray them, which is why in 2026, my #1 goal is to bring you a ton of information on how to manage and maintain heat-friendly synthetics when they're longer, because it seems to me that's the direction a lot of these companies are going. There are still regular synthetics out there, and there are still some being launched, but it seems, I haven't done any kind of analysis, but based on how many wigs I review every month, it really does seem like more and more companies are focusing on heat-friendly versus synthetic fibers in their launches. So we got to know how to work with them. So stay tuned. I really want to help you guys be successful, and well, even just for my own knowledge, because I love them. This wig does not have any permatease. It has a moderate density. It's very natural. One of the things I've noticed is that the Luxe SE collection tends to have more hair on it than the Icons collection. So when you're thinking of volume, density, amount of hair, then I would say the Luxe SE is more of a moderate density collection. You get a little bit more hair, a little bit more volume on the wigs in this collection versus some of the others, but there isn't any permatease because it's mostly hand tied. So while it does have a fair amount of hair, it is not poofy. It doesn't have huge volume. It's really, really natural. And in a wig like this that has such pronounced layers, you're going to be able to wear this in half up, half downs, updos, ponytails. I actually love to wear layered styles like this in a ponytail because the ponytail lays so great. And then because we do have some layers around the front, you can actually pull some of these pieces down and have it be a little bit of a fringe, which can look really natural on a wig. So I do think that this one is going to be a very, very flexible wig. And being able to wear your wigs sometimes up when they're a little bit longer like this is really protective of those fibers, which means less maintenance. So if you're comfortable doing that, I would say wear it up sometimes and you'll actually have to do less to maintain it. Overall, this is a stunning and very easy to wear wig. The cap is super comfortable. The density and the wave and just the cut is just everyday. You can cut a full bang into this one if you want to. It's a little bit long for that. It's more of a side swept fringe, almost a curtain bang. And you can totally trim that up if you want to wear it as a full bang. If it doesn't lay right, because you can see I've got a little bit of a cowlick in the middle to help with that curtain effect, you can just take a little heat to it, a hair dryer, a round brush, a hot air brush, a hot comb, whatever it is that you would like to use, and you can fix that right up. You can part it anywhere as you want to. Mine came more center parted, but you can wear it however you want because of that full mono top. So great piece, great piece. If you love a more of a layered mid-length, don't hesitate. I love it. Let's talk about this color. So it's called Coolest Dark Brown R. And when it comes to Belle Tress brunettes, I would say this is probably one of the darkest brunettes that they've got out there. It does have a little bit of dimension. We've got just a little bit of lighter tones within it. Very subtle. This is not a heavily highlighted piece. And what I love about it is it's very neutral in tone. They call it coolest dark brown. I would say it's more neutral than cool. And let me explain briefly, and I will get outside here in a moment, what that means. When you're looking at brunettes or just any wig, you've got warm toned, cool toned, neutral. For me, when I consider a wig more cool toned versus neutral, I'm looking at whether or not it sometimes gives off a gray hue or can look a little grayish in some lighting. This does not at all. And so therefore I would call this more neutral in tone. It's the coolest brunette they offer, but that doesn't mean it's cool. It's very hard to find cool brunettes in the wig world. Most of the brunettes I find are more auburn. They have some reddish auburn to them. This has none of that. A little bit of blonde highlights, but they're very, very subtle, very small, and no red, no auburn. It's a dark brown. It's very rich in tone. It's not going to look great in any lighting. And while it says it's rooted, because this is so dark, it really doesn't look rooted. If you like dark browns, you do not want any red, this is the color for you. Absolutely. It's gorgeous. Healthy, healthy color. Healthy looking color, I should say. It's got just the perfect amount of shine to it. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Thank you to Belle Tress for coming out with this beautiful style, and to 𝗎ki𝗂𝗋𝖾. Don't forget about them. Look in the description box for a coupon code that will save you money. Let me know what you think of this one. Would you wear it? And if you love it, then you should stay tuned because I am certain I will be sharing her a lot. See you guys soon.
Friends, here is coolest dark brown. I am really impressed with Campbell so far. I just pulled her out of the box. Literally fluffed her with my fingers, and that's all I've done with this one. I haven't reviewed her yet. I have a feeling this one is going to be very, very popular. Easy to wear out of the box. You can see this color is nice and dark and rich, but no red. One up close. Oh, the sun's going to come out too. It was a little bit behind a cloud, so you get the best of both worlds.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.